Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to another edition of Faded Holy Soldier back in Japan. I am going to share with you my experience, my lifestyle, and everything about Japan in general from what I have experienced since coming out here multiple times. Let's talk about the Japanese first. The thing with the Japanese people is that they are a very straitjacket society. They are conformed. They are not taught individuality in their schools. The thing with the Japanese society is, like I said earlier, they are known as a straitjacket society. And let me explain to you why they're known like that. Why they're known at it. Why they're put in that category. Okay, what do you want, dude? Anyways. The situation is I'm sorry, by the way. Let me just throw it out there right now and let y'all people know what's going on with me. It is Thursday. No, I don't even know. It's Wednesday or Thursday. February 10 or 11. I don't know. I just came out of a bar known as the British Pub, and it's a local chain out here where they welcome Americans, they welcome foreigners, and the prices for the beers are pretty much, they're reasonable, you know? $5 a beer, $3 a mixed drink. So I've had a couple gin and tonics, so I'm pretty much fucked up. That's why I'm wearing the Faded Holy Soldier shades. Anyways, here's the situation. I'm in Shibuya, and I want to talk about the Japanese society. Life out here is very fast. Japan is known as the #1 most expensive city in the world. And I admit, it's very expensive out here. It is very expensive. You know what I mean? It's more expensive than New York City. So I recommend, if you're gonna come out here, I recommend that you come out here for a couple days, at least a maximum 2 days. 2 to 3 days at least. Bring about at least $1,000. And that's just to be safe. You know what I mean? That's just to be fucking safe. You know, let's talk about Japanese society. They are not used to people like me, Hispanic men with big cocks. And they're not used to people like me, Hispanic men, black men. I feel like, from what I experienced, they find me intimidating because I guess they see that I don't speak their language. Even though I do study Japanese and I know enough to get me around. The truth of the matter is, it's very hard to communicate out here. English is not their second language. And if you're gonna come out here to Japan, make sure you at least have a good knowledge of Japanese, or make sure that you know what the fuck you're doing and you know where the fuck you're going. Alright? Now, like I said earlier, is that they are known as a straitjacket society because they are taught to behave in the schools. They are taught to behave a certain way. They are taught what kind of women to date, who to ask out, etc., etc., etc. And it sucks, you know? That's why I love my country, America, more, because at least in America, you know, it's all out. We do whatever the fuck we want to do, and we follow whatever the fuck we want to follow. Over here, God forbid, if you steer off the path, off their path, they look at you like a weirdo, you know? Now me, I'm wearing my Punisher coat, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making a lot of stares, a lot of looks, and that's basically because I'm a Hispanic man with a big fucking cock. You know what I mean? What can I say about Japan? A lot of Japanese men, they travel to foreign countries such as the Philippines, Mexico, Cambodia, Vietnam. They travel out there to get fucking ass. Why do they travel out there to get ass? Because Japanese women in general are very well reserved. They are taught, as I said earlier, that's the key word, they are taught to behave a certain way, act a certain way. And that's why men out here travel to places like Tijuana, Mexico, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia. Oh, what's up? Anyways, she interrupted my video. They are taught to behave a certain way, and that's why Japanese men are tired of the bullshit. That's why they travel to places like Tijuana, Mexico, and I've been to Mexico many times, and I've seen Japanese men straight from Tokyo in places like Adelitas in Hong Kong, in Chicago Club. Anyways, I'm in the Shibuya area, and like I said, it sucks that society out here, they are taught to behave a certain way. You know what I mean? Now, from what I heard, maybe I'm not too knowledgeable in this country. I'm just sharing with you people my experience. This place is like the number 3. I think it's number 3 or number 5 most infected area of AIDS in the world. You know what I mean? So that shows you something, you know? These motherfuckers aren't protecting themselves. They think they're high and almighty, that they don't have to protect themselves. You know what I mean? It's a very heavily populated country. It's about 90% atheism, but yet the crime rate here is very low. Oh, what's up, man? The crime rate here is very low, and I never really had trouble with anybody, but the way I feel, sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable because I feel like there's racism against me. I once got kicked out of a bar, and check this shit out. I once got kicked out of a bar, and I was told that the bar was gonna close and I had to go. And that's fucking bullshit. The guy, the owner, was too scared to tell me to my fucking face that I didn't belong there, so he made up some bullshit excuse that the bar was gonna close and that I had to leave. You know, let me tell you something, sir. You are a fucking asshole. The name of this bar is the Heart Pub in the Narita area. If you're ever in the Narita area, stay away from the places that are called the Heart Pub, because it's mostly Japanese domesticated, Japanese owned, and these motherfuckers, when they see a Hispanic man with a big fucking cock, they feel threatened by it, you know? Anyways, people, I know I'm just rambling off and telling you whatever fucking bullshit, but the truth of the matter is that when you come to Japan, be prepared to experience racism, because I'm tired of people looking at Japan as like it's the number 1 most safest fucking city in the world, that it's the number 1 most accepting city in the world, which is fucking bullshit. Me personally, I think that the number 1 most accepting country in the world is America, because we welcome people of all sizes, shapes, and colors. You know, we have Medicare benefits for all kinds of people. America, and I'm not just saying this because I'm an American citizen, because my parents are Spanish, but I'm saying this from my experience, and my experience is that in America we know how to treat each other with respect. Even there's a couple of racist assholes in the fucking South, like the Aryan Brotherhood and the KKK, which, to be honest with you, you guys are falling down. You guys are not as big as you used to be. But at least in our country, in America, we accept and we respect people's opinions, beliefs, facts, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Here in Japan, people are shy of us. People are shy of us Hispanic men, us black men, us Europeans, people from London, and they get jealous when we're fucking around and dating their fucking bitches, their fucking whores. You know what I mean? I can go on and on about the Japanese society here, but I already said too much. I'm drunk as shit, by the way. That's about it, people. Alright? Thank you. Peace out. It's time for me to go. Alright, people. Thank you very much for listening to my rant and my blog. Peace.